Hey guys, it's Robin. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to come back because it's been a while and make another video, kind of a little bit about my journey and what it's like to be pregnant after a miscarriage. For those of you who don't know, I miscarried on January 5th of 2018. I found out I was pregnant December 12th of 2017. So it wasn't a very long pregnancy. The baby never developed into anything. I only ever saw an empty yolk sac and nothing more. And I ended up taking methotrexate to pass it. And immediately after, I wanted to try again. It took us 6 months at that point to have conceived the first time around, and I just wanted to start right away. And unfortunately, my cycles took a really, really long time to regulate, and it was very frustrating for me because each month I would think that maybe I was having implantation bleeding, but really I was just having random spotting. My period took almost a year to get back to normal. And I tried literally everything to get pregnant again. I bought so many pregnancy tests. I bought OPKs. I bought pre-seed. I bought the Diva Cup. Like, I wanted to do at-home insemination just to try it and see if maybe putting a cup in after me and my husband have sex would help. And finally, I did conceive, and it was actually a year and 10 days after I found out the first time I was pregnant. So on December 22nd, I found out of 2018. And the only thing that I had done differently was continue to use progesterone cream. I had used it the cycle before. I put it on after what I assumed was my ovulation time, and then I stopped it once my period was supposed to have shown up, and then I did that again the second month, and that cycle we conceived. So I don't know if the progesterone helped or what, but that is the only thing that I did differently to get pregnant. So anyways, what I wanted to talk about was, like, everybody, I mean, I was so consumed by wanting to get a positive pregnancy test that when I did finally get one, and I mean, you can see the video that I did, how like emotional I was, because I mean, obviously I was so happy, and I am so happy to be pregnant, but after having a miscarriage, it's really hard to just be that full on like happy-go-lucky, like excited, because you know that something wrong could happen, and that really stops you from fully, like, in my personal experience, it stopped me from fully connecting to this pregnancy because I'm scared that something's gonna happen. And every day I have to use my Doppler to like ease my mind so that I can hear the baby's heartbeat. The littlest things freak me out. Like, I'm extra paranoid, and Google is like my best friend and my worst enemy because I use it constantly for any little thing. And I mean, it's just like, I'm very, very happy, but I feel like A, the pregnancy is taking forever because I just want to hold my baby and know that he's healthy. And B, it's just kind of more, I feel like it's more exhausting than somebody who hasn't experienced a miscarriage, because my mind is always like, what if, what if, what if? And I don't know, it's a blessing. Obviously, I'm so happy. It took us a year after I miscarried to conceive, and I was afraid that it would never happen for me. But I also, there's always like a little nag in the back of my head, like something could go wrong, and I'm like scared to buy clothes for the baby or things that the baby needs, because I don't know, I don't want to jinx it, and it sounds crazy, but I don't know, it's just different. Like, the first time when I found out I was pregnant, there was like nothing except for happiness. I didn't even think about a miscarriage. I never even knew how common they were until it happened to me. And it just kind of steals your joy a little bit. And I know that sounds maybe bad to say, but if you're feeling it and you're pregnant after having a miscarriage and you're not fully connecting to the baby, like, you're not alone. I obviously am so in love, and like, I just, in my head, I think I can't handle it if I won't be able to have this baby. Like, I don't know how I could deal with it. I really don't. I feel like I would just be devastated. So I just pray every day that I'm gonna meet my baby boy and everything is gonna be okay. And that's all I can do. It's out of my hands at this point. I do what I need to do. I drink a lot of water. I take my prenatal vitamins. I get a lot of exercise. So at this point, it's really out of my hands. But that's how I've just kind of been feeling this whole time, is just nervous. And like, some of the things that I do to help cope with that, again, is the baby Doppler, being able to hear that heartbeat whenever I get nervous, especially because I'm almost 21 weeks pregnant and my placenta is in front of the baby, so I don't feel the baby as much. So if I'm like, oh, I haven't felt the baby today, I want to check on him, I can do that, and it helps me not freak out. And then I also invested in extra ultrasounds, and that might be controversial. I know some people are like, oh, you're putting your baby in harm's way by doing it, but I mean, every time I go, I let them know when I've had them, but I've had a few, and it just helps me to calm down and see everything's okay, baby's moving and just fine, and that's eased my mind. But I don't think I'll ever fully be like, whew, okay, everything's fine, until I have a healthy baby in my arms, and I know even then I'll be worried about him every second of the day. But yeah, and I just wanted to make that video for anybody else who's going through a pregnancy after a miscarriage, and know you're not alone. If you aren't like over the moon excited, because, you know, I think we put a wall up. You just kind of have to, because you don't want to get hurt again. But you're not alone. I feel the same way. I get very nervous, and I have to do things to calm me down, even if some people think that it's crazy, but I have to do what I have to do to make sure that baby is okay, and that I'm not, I don't know, I'm a first-time mom. I've never been pregnant before. And there's little things like that I wish I knew going into pregnancy, that spotting in the first trimester is normal. Like, I mean, not massive amounts, but the occasional spotting here and there. I had that, and I freaked out and went to the hospital when I didn't need to. And just, I don't know, just little things. Whenever I felt uneasy, I went to the hospital, and that didn't stop until I had my baby Doppler, and I could make sure everything was okay, and I could hear the baby. And that wasn't until like 9 weeks pregnant. So I don't know, once I got past the first 12 weeks, I felt a little bit better, but I still worry the worst could happen. So I just wanted to make that video for anybody else. Like, just keep, the only thing that I can do is pray. Like, I just pray, and I look at my pictures of the ultrasound, and I just have to have some faith that I'm gonna have this baby, he's gonna be healthy, and everything will be okay. So I hope, you know, I don't know if that helped anybody, just knowing that they're not alone feeling that way. But if you have any questions or comments, you can please leave them down below. I really appreciate them. And I just hope to reach out to more of you guys and connect with some maybe people going through the same thing. And I plan on doing a baby haul, because I did actually end up stepping out of my comfort zone and buying some things. So that will be the next video I post on my channel. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm sorry if you could hear my husband's video game the whole time. He's in our bedroom playing, so it's kind of loud. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.